How about that? Does that work? All right, I got to pull this quick. Cool, thanks, buddy. I appreciate that. OBS just did an update, so it probably got rid of all my settings. All right. I'll explain what I'm doing here in a few minutes. I shouldn't have started this one yet. But we're pouring resin into a silicon mold that I made about a week ago of those Castle Grayskulls I have in my Etsy shop. And these ones are going to be DIY Christmas ornaments. I'll put that there for now. I got to get the eye hooks, but after that's done, good to go. Everyone who does order one of these is going to get, I don't know if I have them over here, a little thing of paint, 2 of them, black and green. Fucking, where is my shit? There we go. Everyone will get a black and green and one of these little deals, and I'm even going to put in a nice brush in there. It's not going to be like a highest quality brush, and obviously I'm going to get it from work at a discount, but it'll be a great brush to at least finish the project. Watch this. There's a thing where when it blooms, they call it, it just starts turning white somewhere in the middle, and then it just spreads. It's like the most satisfying thing to watch. So satisfying. Alright. Alright. So how is everyone doing tonight? Since we got a couple of people in here. We got a couples. Yeah, see, now it's going white. I wish I could pick it up and show it to you. But that's not something I can do while it's still wet. You should make one of your Atari Creep button pins into a Christmas ornament without the pin. Oh, I got you. Actually, that's not a bad idea, huh? All right, so let me pour these. So I have 2 cups here. I have A and I have B. Christmas things, yes. What's going on, brother? I'm using a product called Smoothcast 300 by Smooth On. It's just a simple 1-to-1 mix ratio. In about 10 minutes or so, you have a form. I'm just doing that to increase the thing. Shoot, I didn't put any mold release in that one. You don't necessarily need mold release, but it helps keep the mold in good shape. You know, after so many pulls, it starts to dry out and break up and all that stuff. So you do want to treat your mold with the utmost respect. So I'm guessing the bottom line of this, the very first like little ridge thing there, is where I'm going to be putting both of these. It looks like I'm going to have to get some more of this too tomorrow. GameZar, what's up, buddy? How you doing, my friend? How is everyone doing? Alright. So, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to lift them up and just kind of make sure they're somewhat level. It's a little more A than B, but we'll be alright. We'll be alright. Let me just do that. Always close your lids, boys and girls. Always close your lids. Not bad, just watching flicks with the missus. That's awesome, man. Spider Rico, how you doing, bud? Thanks for coming in. So I don't throw these away, the mixing cups right away, because the process that these use to cure is a chemical one, and it's heat. It releases a lot of heat. Like I can feel it right here. If I were to hold this, I could get a burn, but I'm not gonna. So you don't throw this kind of stuff away until you know it's completely cured up. You don't want your old newspaper. Well, it shouldn't be in the trash anyway, but you know what I'm saying. You don't want something catching fire. That's good to hear, buddy. It's good to hear, Spider. So what's everyone got going on tonight? What's everyone got going on? Oh yeah. Ooh, it's hot. Mm. So we'll let that one cure. We'll let that cure for a little bit. And then we'll pop it out. That's satisfying too when you go and it breaks free. It almost feels like it has like the suction thing going on. It's pretty rad. It's pretty rad. Have I been on since Halloween? I don't know. Hope everyone had a good Halloween. Hope everyone's preparing for Thanksgiving, man. I can't wait. I love Thanksgiving. It's one of my favorite holidays. Fat and happy here. Had some pasta with Italian sausage and marinara. Nice. Sausage. Nice. I had McRibs. I had 2 of them. Because I'm a fat fuck. And I ordered 1 meal and then an extra sandwich, forgetting I already had this soda. So I got this Coke over here. Diet Coke over here. I don't know what to do with. I don't. Maybe I will drink it after this. I don't know. I can barely get through this one. That's all right. So I don't want to pull this too soon, but I do want to pour another one. So Thanksgiving equals round bellies. Yeah, and it equals turkey leftovers. Turkey leftovers. Because I usually get a turkey the day after or, within that week. Because I don't cook the turkey here. I go to my sister's for Thanksgiving, so. She cooks the turkey, and I get to enjoy it, but I don't really get to bring any home. So I usually get myself a little turkey, and I'll cook it thereafter, my next day off or what have you. And the house will smell like turkey for a day or so, and I'll just have a ton, and I'll buy a big 30 fucking pound sucker. If you don't think that's big, for one dude, that's a big fucking bird. But I bought a 22 pound one last year. I was trying to get this 25 pounder. My lady was like, what the fuck do you want a bird that big for? I'm like, the meat. The meat. You know what? Hold on. Have I checked out the new Evercade handheld with screen rotation? I haven't checked it out, but I did see it. Rotation. Built-in games and Wi-Fi on built-in cartridge slot. Oh. Okay, that's interesting. I haven't really checked it out. I vaguely heard about it. My buddy Rich, Bacon Ice Cream Productions, now he's got the Evercast, I think it's called. And I hear them talking about it quite a bit. But, yeah. Did you put an extra row of seats in your van? And what year is it again? Oh, the van is a 2003 Express 3500. I didn't put the seat in. I have it. I don't know if I want to drill and bolt or have someone tack it in. I don't even have a little buzz box welder. So, but I want that done proper. And it has seat belts built into it. Oh, and Alex, going back to the speakers, the dash speakers work. I just never turned it up. I didn't even turn it up. I just turned it on. I did this. It's fine. It's fine. I got jams, man. I got tunes. But yeah, the speaker wires going into the back. I'm thinking about getting a couple of just 6x9s, the cheap ones, and just seeing if the speaker sounds off, and if it does, then I'll order like however many 6x9s, and I'll have them facing in towards the center of the van. No bass kickers and all that crap. I'm not going to do all that. Alex retracted a message. Did you actually retract it, or did YouTube do it? Let me know. Because if that's the case, then my settings are goofy. Let's see. Yeah, 1 week left, man. Got to make them famous mashed taters for the gathering. Yeah, heck yeah, man. I like making squash. Not too many tables have it. It's made pretty much like mashed potatoes. Obviously, you don't put milk in it, but you do put butter and brown sugar and a little bit of this, a little that, Love it. Jerome, what's up, my friend? What's going on, pal? I did. Okay, massive spelling errors. Okay, bud, yeah. I just want to make sure that you guys aren't being censored. Alright. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And it's still wicked hot. It's still wicked hot. So, I'm going to put that here. This is nice and cured now. I'm going to do that. So, For these two, I keep forgetting to spray. Boop, boop. It's mold release. You don't necessarily have to, but your mold will last a lot longer if you do. I already have them pre-planned out. That's how I do my castings. I'll pour one, and then I'll get the next set. I'll save the cups, and I'll mark them A and B for A and B. And I'll pour into something else, you know. So that's what we're going to do now. I don't have that many cups. That's all right. These take about 10 minutes each. I figure about, 5 of them for the stream? Maybe 6, depending on if my lady's at one of those paint parties, you know. So, Jerome, I'm getting an Atari VCS 800 Onyx. Nice, bro. Congratulations. Should be here by Tuesday, the 22nd. That's awesome, my friend. Congratulations. I'm so glad. I still need to put Atari Mania on mine. Alright, so I just mixed the two together. And this might be a little too much resin. I'm still trying to figure out where on the lines here on the cup to do it. There are ways you can check the ratio. You can use water. You know, you can use rice. Some people fill their molds with rice and then pour that into a beaker with measurements on the side. And that way, you know, they know exactly how much product. I'm working in such little batches, it's not really going to matter that much. If I waste a little bit, I waste a little bit, whatever. Alright, so, you always want to scrape the bottoms and the sides very, very well. And since I have areas that could have air bubble problems, what I'll do is I'll just pour a little in and just coat it with it. Kind of get it in there, get it in the old crevices. That way we're not talking about too many bubbles. And do a high pour. Oh yeah, perfect. Let me get another mold. Where's that? You know what? Where's that Atari joystick mold? Got it right here. Same thing. I gotta do this slowly so that there's no bubbles in the little rubber section of the joystick. Okay. Alright, so before this one cures, I'm gonna hit it with this. Get rid of these fucking bubbles in the back. Those become a nightmare when you try to clean up the back because you always have to sand the exposed sections of your molds. So, Christmas gift to myself. Good, man. Should do that. More people should do things like that for themselves. You know, a lot of people have their family and everything, and that's great. And I know some people never get gifts and stuff because they're the ones, you know, doing the thing for the family. And I don't know if that's your situation, but it is what it is. It's good to take care of yourself once in a while. That's what I did with this. I got an Explorer guitar. Actually, I've been planning to do a live stream with it. I actually have the thumbnail already. It says "Metal Up Your Bum Bum." Getting ready for that, you know. A little play on "Metal Up Your Ass" from Metallica. So if you weren't here earlier, one of my favorite things about this is because it's a chemical process and it's based on heat. So the center will get the hottest. There it goes. And when it blooms, this white just kind of goes, appears. I love that. I love watching it. And this one's just about to do it. I can start to see the little white bubbles form in the center. And they look like bubbles, but they're really not. Do that just in case. And the more resin you have, the quicker it will cure. Like thin layers take probably double the time. The more, chemical that's mixed. And that's why this one's taken more time to cure than this one did, because there's less in that space than there is in this mold, you know? So, I'm glad you liked it, Alex. I'm glad you like it. So I always keep a couple of extra molds within reach. I was kind of hoping to find... Oh, is this him? Yep. Derpum. Derpum already has some resin inside there from past pours. I always like to keep a couple of extras, just in case I have a little extra in a cup like that. You don't want to waste it too much. It's magic. It's science. Science, magic, whatever's clever. So, shake, shake, shake. Nice creep and crafts. Yes. It's funny, Potion Sword run. He, you know how he does the whole known on the streets as, he called me the king of crafts and arts and crafts or something like that. The king of arts and crafts. Oh, and Justy, how are ya? Thanks for coming in. Appreciate it. What was that, Lily?
It was my little toy thing.
Okay.
Water.
All right. I thought that was the radiator popping.
No.
Yeah, the girls are home, but the missus is not. That's about right. You know what I should have done, and I have it here. This is it's ink for resin. And I wanted to use this. It's called So Strong. Like 2 drops of that would turn anything black as night. And I wanted to actually do that, but I haven't been doing it, so I can't do it now. Lack of consistency. I don't want to send out some that are gray and some that are not. They're going to get a clear primer before I do anything.
Cups.
Where are you at, hon? 98.2. Nice. Yeah, we got a sicko here. She's sick.
Yeah.
She stayed home from school today. All right. Put that away, clean it, and go lay down, okay?
I'm still probably gonna take the bag.
Okay, hon. Let's see. Do a crazy laugh pouring that concoction, okay? Like a mad scientist and shit, huh? Let's see. Hey, Retro. What's up? Retro Advisory Board. RAB, as everyone calls them. Let's see. What is he saying? Hey, this counts as... yeah, it does. Justy says, Creep, you're doing arts and crafts, and I'm folding clothes. Right? My masculinity, man. I'm good with my masculinity. Even when I'm folding clothes. You should too. You should too. A Nintendo Day. Right on, Jerome. Wow. That's already pretty solid. But again, we're going to give it time. We're going to give it time. You know what? Maybe someone in the stream will win a guy. We'll win one of these things. If you want it, you have to be in the States, though. I can't ship over the pond. It's too much money. All right. I'm confident as well. I just thought it was funny. No, I know. I was just playing into it, buddy. I'm just playing into it. I'm going to assume that you are. Let's see. What else? I am barefoot in the kitchen doing dishes. Yeah, I was doing dishes earlier. I'm Mr. Mom, guys. You guys have to hold up the masculinity. Sorry, fellas. Oh, you're too fucking funny, bro. That's too funny. Oh, man. So we got a total of 4 now with this one included. I was originally doing them out of plaster of Paris. But you know what? Yeah, it's crap. As a matter of fact, I'm putting that in the crap pile. The crap pile. All right, so this can be thrown away now that it's cured. No more heat will emit from it. Ever again. So we'll give this another couple of minutes. And give it another couple of minutes. And this one I'm going to have to clean up. It went a little higher, but that's fine. I'm going to hit every one of these in the back with a sander anyway, just to level flush it out. Barefoot and pregnant. Yeah, you know what? I thought the same thing when I first started reading that, Jerome. Barefoot and pregnant. Hey, Rab gets pregnant. He's going to be a rich motherfucker. I'll tell you that right now. Want to see something neat I got today? If you don't follow me on Instagram, while this is curing, check this out. If any of my Halloween enthusiasts are here. This is a blow mold that first came out in 69, I think. General Forms, I believe, was the company. When they were going out of business, they had a whole bunch of these unpainted and unpunched for a lamp, a light. they were selling them out of a warehouse, and I don't remember what year. I want to say it was like in the 90s. It might have been in the 90s, but long story short, I found one. And people are like, dude, you should do a custom paint job on it. And it's like, no! The whole reason I got it is because there's nothing on here. It's a piece of Halloween history, so I'm not saying this is from the 60s, but the mold definitely is. As a matter of fact, they even took away their maker mark, their stamp back here, when they bought out the molds and everything, so it's pretty cool, huh? I'm digging it. My Million Macabre channel should have a couple of videos coming soon. Or Creepy Crawl. I gotta do the van. I started filming about the van, but my days off this week, we had nothing but rain. Rain and threats of rain and a little bit of snow. So it's like flurries. I want to do a Halloween haul video. Yeah, I'm going to keep it as it is, Alex. 100%, buddy. 100%. I got it from a guy on Instagram who calls himself Vintage Halloween Store or something like that. I follow him on both Atari Creep and Million Macabre. And I've purchased a number of things from him. He's a good dude. It's a shame I'm not in Arizona anymore. He is. I could probably just go to his house and pick it up. Save my ass some shipping costs. But he had it up for $65. I made him an offer and he took it. He took my offer, so I'm pretty happy about that. The van is becoming perfection. The van is no, I'm just kidding. Oh, you're talking about this thing? Yeah. I mean, it's painted like that. Yep. It's got a big Amico on it. It's got me licking the controller, and yeah, silk screen of that thing on the door, on both doors actually, on both doors. Yeah, I'm gonna start working on that here pretty soon. I might wait. I mean, I don't mind working in the cold. It's just, I don't know. We'll see. Fucking hot still. All right, I think we can pop it. See, you put that mold release in, it just comes right out. Ooh, that's a nice casting. That got the details really well. Nice. All right, let me get this out of here. So we're gonna pour another one just to let you know. This is what I made a mold of. It was a 3D print I did. Well, first I found the Castle Grayskull. It was the whole thing. So I put it in Tinkercad and I cut it in half. And I resculpted some of the eyes and the nose and stuff inside there. No, I'm sorry, not in Tinkercad, Mesh Mixer. And it didn't look right. I mean, the artist did a great job, but I squatted this in a little bit and made this come out a little bit more. So it was somebody else's thing, but I made it mine. So I 3D printed one, and you can kind of see the lines, but that's all clear coat, so you don't really see it in these. So that's where that came from. I mean, if you go to my Etsy shop down below, the link's down there. I got a bunch of these painted up as regular Castle Grayskulls. If you want one, they're not too expensive. I don't think they are. And they would make a great little knickknack for your desk or your fucking display of Motu. Your Motu. All right, what do we got? Alex, thank you, my friend. Dunkin' Donuts Coffee Fund. Awesome. No, that's perfect because I need to get some more for work. Perfect. All right, let's pour the... Oh, there's your laugh, Jerome. Give me a stick. Where's my stick? Oh, I just got my wrist in it. Creep, this is a great idea for a stream. I'm going to stream myself folding clothes. Titled, Chill with the Mom, Dad. Yeah. You know, I'm going to start getting my shit back together, and we will be playing games and live streams, but I was doing this already tonight. I said, I haven't streamed in a little bit. So, why not do this? It gives me something to do instead of just standing here going, yes, Bill, I do like having herpes. That kind of a thing. All right, remember, I gotta make sure we get no air bubbles in these little these little crevices, little nooks and crannies. Sometimes I just do that, and that's not good for you. Don't do as I say, or do as I say, not as I do. I'm not responsible if you hurt yourself or get sick from chemicals. Disclaimer. Okay, high pour in one corner. There we go. And just let the product slowly find its way in. You can tap it to help with bubbles. Now, if I was professional, I would have an air compressor to put this in, or a pressure tank. And there we go. Oh, I need to put a popsicle stick underneath this. It's not level. It's not level. All right. Bye-bye, bubbles. All right. So I'm gonna thin that out because I don't want a big flash thing. I mean, it's gonna happen anyway at this point. All right. You know what? We're gonna go with this guy first before we finish the joystick. Oh, it's starting to thicken up. In the cup anyway. Yep, it's unpourable now. I made a mess here. We're going to have to wait a little bit longer to pull this one out. Let me hit it one more time. It's like... I enjoy these streams. Show off the real Atari Creep. Yeah, I appreciate that. I really do. Think I will have tea, Jerome says. That's awesome. And Jesse says that this is great. I really appreciate that, man. I really appreciate that. All right. It bloomed without me even looking. I wasn't looking. All right, so the Atari joystick. Yeah, I guess I'll leave it in the shot. But I'm really enjoying the Atari 50th collection so far. I mean, it's been really fun. It's been real fun. I haven't gotten to Yaz yet. I've been kind of stuck with the haunted house and just going back and looking at all the other stuff. But we'll get through it. I might play all the reimagined games, regardless if I like that game or not. Yeah, we'll get around to it. But I've been really enjoying it. I don't think I've spent this much time in the actual living room in a long time. Leave a like. Yes, leave a like. Let the algorithm gods be happy, I suppose. I say the best way you could ever support me is to go into my Etsy shop. Either buy some of the gaming stuff I have or the retro stuff I have in there, or some of my work. I might be putting art in there soon, too. Oh, I'm supposed to be. I got a bunch of these little 5x7 panels I painted, and I teased it. I'm like, these are going in the shop very soon. I just haven't had the motivation to take the pictures and put them in the fucking thing. And, you know. That 50 collection looks fantastic, Jerome says. Yeah, dude, people are screaming Game of the Year, and I think I said that too. I don't know if it would be Game of the Year. I haven't played really anything new this year that I can remember. I'm sure I have, but I would say the Recharged series so far is probably one of Atari's biggest accomplishments this year. Fuck the VCS, you know. I'm glad to have been wrong about them. I mean, they're pushing forward and they're making things happen. And it's egg in my face, 100%. I thought they would get a few VCSs out there, nobody would give a shit, and then they would, go off quietly into the night for the next dickhead to own the name and try to do stuff with, you know? But these guys are as serious as they said that they were, or at least about making the money, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, I'm going to have to get more of this at work tomorrow. Again, thank God for employee discounts. The end of this month I'll be there 1 year. I'll be there 1 year. My first full-time job in a long time. I was Mr. Mom forever. It's these bratty little brats. I did that part-time thing so I could be around for them. You remember when I used to pump out videos like almost daily? You remember those days? Man, they're long gone. Shuzzbutt. All right, I'll put a little bit more in this one. Don't do this. I know you can't see it in camera, but I have the A product hovering over the B cup. All right, just a douche more, just a little. Bloop. There we go. And Smooth On, man. If you ever watch this shit, fix these. These containers suck, man. As far as pouring. So look at it. Half the product is on the label. It's got Actiplaque. And it's because they don't have like a thing for you to pour properly, you know? You almost want to pour it into another container. But I ain't trying to fuck with that. Retro Advisory Board says, oh, wait a minute. Justy, might have to pick up Atari 50, Alex says. Hell yeah, 50th amazing, especially the Jaguar emulation, links to. I can't wait to get to all that. I can't wait. I haven't even gotten there. And you would think, you know, is E.T. on the Atari 50? I doubt it. That would be a licensing thing. I don't think Universal Pictures and Atari have talked. I don't think so. I'm pretty damn sure the game's not on there, but no. Fun watching your quick play of Haunted House. Looks great. And looking forward to, yeah. Dude, Haunted House is exactly, I'm looking at this thing going, this is exactly what I would have thought of for a somewhat update, you know? The graphics are updated, but it's not so updated that they had to come up with some convoluted story as to why a dude is walking around. You know, the Wii game, which was, I guess, okay. I've never played it, because every time I try to find it, I couldn't find it, and I'm not an online kind of guy. You guys know that. Plus, we don't have a Wii hooked up anymore. As a matter of fact, I just put my Wii U away. My Wii U with my hard drive and all the Wii U games that are in it. My buddy modded it and kind of, it's an illegal unit, I guess. I don't know. I put it away. So what's going on here? I'm getting all the Recharge games. You should, man. The Spider, Black Widow is amazing. They were all really great in their own right. The you know what? The Yars Revenge, Yars Recharged, I'm not as pumped about it as I was in the beginning. It does get old after a while. So they truly do live up to the true Atari standard in that it's for short bursts of just, you know, having a good time. But I did notice I was starting to a little bit with it. But they're all great in their own right. 100%. Amazing stuff. And I'm looking forward to more. I'm looking forward to a lot more. All right, let's see what's going on here. I heard the 7800 looks great on the 50th. Again, I can't wait. Ninja Golf is one of the first games I'll ever play. A couple of cats yesterday on the Amico Forever podcast, they were talking about the 50th collection. And they were talking like Ninja Golf. Now, I know I'm an Atari guy, so I know about that. But it's kind of hard to think that collectors today don't know about the goofiness of Ninja Golf, you know? And I loved it. It's hard, but I like it. It's a good game. It's fun anyway. It's fun for me. Atari went through a major over last. Oh, okay. New folk, and they needed to. Believe me. And I did a video a long time ago about who that Michael guy was, and it brought it back to when they first acquired the name. Do you remember they were going to come out with like phones and tablets and all that shit? I mean, he kept trying to push something through like instantly. Dude, just do merch, do license and stuff, and then slowly work on your own thing. And now they're, you know, I think they could have had this a while ago, but they're there now, so fuck it, right? Let's see. I go to family reunions to pick up chicks. Right on. Right on. Fucking stupid. What's up, Dusk? You want to become a cuz band? I'm stuck with the Dusk thing. I'm stuck with that. I was trying to come up with a funny joke as far as, I don't know, your cousin's wife or something like that. You know, something that wouldn't be incestual, but fuck it. You know what? Whatever. It's 2022. You do you, and I'll do me. And and before you come back, I know you're fucking joking, dude. I know you're joking. I'm glad you put your Wii away. My Wii U. My Wii U. Actually, the girl's Wii is in this cabinet on the floor behind me in the box and everything. And I gave my Wii away. My modded Wii. I gave it away. Like I used to. Creep out of context. Nice. Where the fuck is this going, Dusk? Oh my God, she says. I can't tell if Dusk was just trolling. Because, you know what? Remember the early days of like chat rooms and shit? Good advice, Creep. Do you? Yeah, I do myself pretty often, actually. I got a little bit of a fucking deficit going on here. No, I'm just fucking kidding. My lady's gonna watch this and be like, what are you talking about? What was I about to say? You remember the early days of like chat rooms and shit? I used to go in and ask like just random questions, like just out of nowhere. Just be like, is pee supposed to be chunky? And every one of the fucking people in there would like think I was being serious. Like the early days of before we knew what trolls were. Should pee be chunky, folks? And they'll, medical advice and all this stuff. Oh, you gotta go see your doctor. Ooh, that's still hot. It's still hot. There's another one. I know you can't see it. It's washed out. So now and this is the beautiful thing about silicon. Nothing sticks to it but itself. It's wonderful. So you just take all this crap, clean it out. Make sure you don't spit in it, though. Moisture and resin don't like each other. Not even a little bit. Yeah, so I can kind of see the mold is starting to, I call it frost up. So I'm going to let it cool down because it is hot. It's hot. So I'm going to let it cool just for a few minutes. As a matter of fact, let me put some mold release in it. Maybe that'll help. I'll be perfectly honest with you. I don't want to make another mold. I want to get like 20 of these things and call it good. It smells like gasoline, by the way. It's good stuff. When my dog passed gas, I take credit for it. Right on. See, that's the kind of cat I like. That's the kind of... Bruce, what's up, buddy? The girl's Wii. More power to you. Yeah, I guess so. Hey, it's entertaining. AOL still exists? I don't think it does. I think they just got rid of their email, right? I bet you Rab would know all about that. But it's my understanding that they finally shut down the email servers or whatever the fuck it's called. Like a year or two ago. Atari Creep is one of my favorites on YouTube. I really appreciate that if you mean that sincerely. I really do. I have enough gas to take credit for. I just had 2 McRibs. There's going to be a little bit more than gas. That's how we learned AOL chat rooms. Yeah. Found the pervs on it. You know what? One of the first things that weirded me out with the internet, and I didn't really get into the internet until like Windows 95 time, right? Was I saw someone made a website, a tribute site to Christina Ricci. And the only thing I could think of at the time was some dude who probably looks like me now, some fat fucking still has a little bit of a supper right here, in his underwear that is no longer white, his tighty whities that have gone fucking cream. And he's on this stupid machine that's probably more powerful than anything I've ever used. And he's just perving to the chick. I pictured this disgusting world, and I'm like, oh my God, this internet stuff's gonna fucking turn things inside out and upside down. Fucking perverts everywhere. But apparently it became a common thing. It's alright, I guess. I looked at it as pervy. Alright, we're gonna let it just cool just for another minute or so. Oh God, yeah. I mean, it was the early days. Like, you were like, oh my God, does this person have... You remember when Androids first came out, or even the iPhones? Oh my God, does that have an app? Oh my God, does that have an... Oh, I bet you there's an app for that, I mean, you found this, like a fart machine. You're like, oh, I bet you there's a fart machine on here. There it is, 20 of them, right? It was kind of like that with websites. Oh, do they have a website? And then you go to it, and it's like, it was like this world. It was this, wow. And now it's a cesspool of fuck. Now it's just kind of a formality. It was fun. Now it's kind of a formality and part of life. And that's caca. I'm going to give it one more shot. Boop. Great stuff about this. It comes out so fast, it envelops the whole thing. But fucking stinks. Actually, it smells like WD-40 a little bit. The first time I used a video chat. Oh, I'm talking about type chat. I've never done video chat. Well, back then, 2001, I ran into a shirtless fat man licking an egg beater. 21 years later, and I'm still scarred. Licking an egg beater. Oh, see, I want to go on that Omegle. I've been watching the dude with the Kermit puppet, and he does sometimes the scare ones. I want to go on Omegle and fuck with people. That would be so fun. That would be so fun. Like, I would make my nipples characters, you know? I suppose I should be doing this on the camera, right? So you guys can see this stuffs. Alright. Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't matter. Oh, shit. Alright, there we go. I thought I was losing it. Yeah, I'll just use this one. Fuck it. Omegle. Never even heard of it until I saw that. I just saw a picture of Kermit and some shit going, you know, and it said Omegle. So I clicked on it. This guy, if you haven't seen it, you know what? I'm not even going to tell you. Just go look it up. Just go look it up. I don't know about AOL. Maybe 2005. An old meal email. So you thought might be around to revisit, just erased. Yeah. Almost as bad as the creep licking the Evercade. Love it. Just lapping it right up. And you know what is weird about this? And this is how I know when I'm going to pour it. It starts getting warm in my hands. It starts getting real warm in my hands. Alright, let's get the crevices here. Because we're about to flash off. Holy hell, I don't understand. Come on. I'll do that. Down into these cracks. And pour. Shit. Ooh, that was kind of perfect. Getting to the corners. Now I'm going to pour the rest in here. Oh, nope, there ain't no pouring that. That went off pretty quick. Oh, don't. Oh, you motherfucker. Where's my butane, bitch? Here it is. Alvarado cornhole. Cool camera angle. You like that? There we go. There we go. Let's see if that's enough just to get it going a little. Come on, just get rid of the bubbles. There we go. I got the heat of the resin, the ice coldness of the butane, which is overfilled. So we need to get rid of that. There we go. There we go. Let me find something to pour this into. It's a goofy cup here. There we go. Wow, this is ice cold now. Oh, did it break? God damn it. There we go. We got a little bit of a flame. Oh, maybe there we go. I moved I moved a little dial. I'm stupid, guys. I told you that. A long time ago. Long time ago. All right, what do we got here? Devil broccoli? Is that what that's supposed to be? Oh, the devil's lettuce. Yes. I was just going to say that lighter is outside. I got to go get it now. Hey, later, Dusk. Have a good night, bud. If Bob Ross was still alive today, do you think his live streams would be like this? A little bit of crafts, a little bit? I don't know, actually. That's a really good question, actually. The Creep Factory, Atari ornaments. I actually have a mold of an Atari joystick right here that was an ornament. But these are actually Castle Grayskull ornaments. See, we got 5 of them so far. So it looks like I'm probably only going to be able to get like maybe 6, 7. Or no, probably 8 or 9. Thanks, Alvarado. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Kind of busted Alvarado's balls yesterday. I was in one of those fucking moods. He hung in. I like that. I like that a lot. Oh yeah, it's getting sludgy. It's getting sludgy. All right. Let's see, Alex. Bob Ross has been gone for 27 years. Wow. Oh, I know, bud. Hey, you know, at the end of the day, it is what it is, right? It's nothing. It's caca. There we go. Now it's level. What that long? What that long? Oh, 27 years, yeah. It's easily, yeah. He died of cancer in his early 40s, wasn't he? It's fun. We don't sell Bob Ross products at my. No, he's on Pluto TV. Okay. Just saw a T-shirt at Spencer's. That's awesome. We don't sell his products at our store, but every now and again someone will request something. And there was this lady who wanted a specific oil paint, this white jar of oil paint from his line. And we were able to get it in. We just don't normally carry that kind of shit. You know, like signature stuff. Not for any other reason than I just don't do it. I don't know what the logic is, but saw that T-shirt at Spencer's. Yeah, Spencer's ain't even the same anymore. I go to a Spencer's now. I mean, I know because I'm almost 50 years old. I feel like a weirdo going to Spencer's, but it's a completely different vibe than when I was a kid. It was basically fuck toys and posters and T-shirts, gag gifts. You know, dog poop in your hand. You know, that kind of shit. Do you have a Jaguar or like the Jaguar? I do not have a Jaguar. I've never owned one. I do like the Jaguar. I think it gets shit. How do I say this? It's not unjustified. It's not unjustified. Yeah, it was bad timing and everything. Atari fucked up enough, and no one had any faith in the brand, you know? So nobody wanted to come develop for this thing. No one wanted to even try to. It was such a weird unit that no one even wanted to give a shit about it, you know? It's too bad. It's too bad. I bet you Atari could have done a few really cool things had they played their cards right. Played their cards the right way. But I do like the Jaguar. I do like it, and I do wish to own one at some point. So I am excited about this Atari 50th because it's good Jaguar titles in it. Hey, S. Mill, what's up, man? Is that the Ghost of Christmas ornament? No, it's a Castle Grayskull. And it's funny, I'm not on Facebook anymore, so I can't really go into the Motu groups. They're the ones who told me last year I should have done this. Butt plugs are us. Amen. I have one here somewhere. Just kidding. Actually, no, that's not untrue. I 3D printed one for my buddy Coleco Joe, and I actually personalized it on the square part, where he can glue a jewel to or whatever, you know? And I printed it and sent it to him. And his last package back to me, he sent it back. So it might be one of those things that just goes back and forth. Might just go back and forth. I'm getting some packages together for a few people, too. I really got to thin out my herd. And I got to pull a Willie and just start sending random packages to people. Because no one's buying any of this crap. I might as well just give it all away, right? Let's see. Do you have a... Okay, we already got Darius Mill. Looks like a ghost. Okay. Yeah, that's why I go there, for the toys. Go where? I can't remember. Oh, Spencer's. Yeah. the fake handcuffs. Everyone used to get those and pull the shit off of it so they could pretend to be cops. Bud plugs are us. Yes. Jaguar Gaming is stupid expensive. Jaguar and TurboGrafx are needlessly expensive. They don't really warrant... TurboGrafx more so than Atari, I think. Let me say that differently. I think TurboGrafx should be a higher price item than the Atari Jaguar. That's where I was trying to go with that. Because at the end of the day, it was a much better system. The games for it, anyway. Yeah, I understand why they got crazy, and it just kind of sucks it did when it did, because it was one of those things where no one was looking for TurboGrafx, right? Nobody, half the people haven't even fucking heard of it, and I kept seeing them all the time, $25 with like 5 or 6 games, and all of a sudden out of nowhere, it's like people got sick of collecting everything else that they finally discovered that, maybe through Pat, the NES Punk's video. He has a lot of love for the TurboGrafx. I guess he won one from his local newspaper or something like that. But yeah, I don't understand why they're so expensive. It's not like they're trophies now. You know what I mean? There are some people that will sit down and actually use a Jaguar regularly, but for the most part, it's a fucking trophy. It's a trophy for most of us. 3D printed butt plugs. Amen. He sent the butt plug back used. You can see Spencer's gifts in Dawn of the Dead, 1978. I think I remember that. Wait. Can you? Oh. First time playing Jaguar games. Jerome, yeah. I had a buddy named Mike, a high school buddy of mine. He was an Atari diehard all the way through. I talk about him all the time. And he had the Lynx and Jaguar day one. He had it all day one. The fucking CD player, everything. That's where I played Night Trap for the first time. And yeah, it was just such a odd thing. I remember the CD player not working half the time, and I thought it was just CD technology being too new, So I got this really bad impression on CDs, like that the technology itself was garbage. Thank God for fucking Sony, right? Thank God for Sony. My Turbo collection is over 40 games. That's awesome, Alex. That's awesome. I've told you guys a story about my TurboGrafx experience from when I was a teenager, right? It wasn't great. It also as bad as it's not as bad as people talk about it. In retrospect, these things tend to get looked on more fairly. Yeah, takes time. Creep. Did he send it back with a little brown on it? Okay, so we're going with the used plug thing. I played a couple of Jaguar games in emulation. Nice. At this point, it's like, as long as you get to play the game, who cares, right? I mean, I know there are purists out there, and I'm friends with a few of them, but bought the TurboGrafx for $50 new in Toys R Us. Awesome. Then returned it because tonight it sucked, because I thought it sucked. Oh, no. Cool, man. Gotta have a good one. Nice. Yeah, I'm sorry, Elver. I'm trying to read everything all at once. It's kind of jumping on me right now. I don't know where it is for you. All right, so I got to bring it back. Cool, man. I have to go. Hey, have a good night. Have a good night, Alvarado, man. Take care. Later, cornhole. That's awesome. Jesse, you're awesome. I got my turbos for $50 too, but it came with a bunch of games. Yeah. Jerome is blacklisted by Chris now. No, Jerome is not blacklisted. Never in a million years. I mean, that's back then, you know? That's back then. But seriously, yeah, have a good night, bro. Appreciate it. Alright, let's pull this fucker out. Ooh, that's still hot. That's still hot. I know I say that every time. It's kind of like the idiots that do this with their heat gun. They're like, let me see if it's hot yet. It'll melt your skin. It gets that hot. I am one of those idiots. Ooh, these castings are coming out wicked clean. Like even the first one I did, which is what they call a test cast or a test pour, just to make sure the details are there and to literally suck up any crap that might be in there, left over from whatever. It's fine. They're all fine. I got a pyramid of gray skulls. Oh, see, I didn't prep the next batch. I got yapping. How long have I been on here for, man? Oh, 58 minutes. That's not bad. That's not bad. I'm going to give this one a little bit extra so we can finish this one derpum and this one joystick. And maybe we'll do a little trivia thing and you guys can win one of them. No purchase necessary. Blah, 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 blah. And, you know, must live in the lower 48 states. Must not be a douchebag. I promise you, I will cover it in my own manhood. Can you imagine that? You give me your address after insulting me for fucking 2 years? All you get is a big bag full of my fucking baby batter? That would be fucked up. That would be gross. I wouldn't do that though. That's fucked up. That's a lot of Spanky McSpankerson. There goes my monetization. Talking about bodily fluids. I think that's one of the rules. That's the rules. Alright. Hopefully it'll be okay to name drop this guy. But Cyrus gave me the itch to buy Turbo. Right on. Oh, you could name drop, dude. Cyrus is a good dude. I like Cyrus. Great fucking voice. Oh my god. I don't know what he does for a living, but I hope it has something to do with his fucking voice. If not, it's a wasted opportunity. Popsicle stick. It's funny, I'm in control of these products at work. Not really in control, but I'm like the subject matter expert, if you would, if you will, on the smooth on products. And more times than not, I'm like, you know what, just look for punished props on YouTube. He's used every fucking smooth on product I can even think of. So yeah, going back to my TurboGrafx experience as a teenager, I hung out with this chick named Jen. Actually, there was this group of all of us. Now my ex-wife and her family, and Jen and her family, and we became really good. We did everything together, you know, parties, birthdays, all that shit. Mom bought one day, just literally out of nowhere. Just walked in the house with this thing. Never even seen it before, never heard of it. She said it was a TurboGrafx 16. I'm like, okay. And it came with Keith Courage, if I remember correctly. And she also bought Alien Crush. And I remember I had my dark blue trench coat because I thought I was a cool fucking kid. This is before that trench coat that stuff. This is long before that, actually. And I'd sit there listening to my Styx Greatest Hits or Alice Cooper's Greatest Hits. And I would play Alien Crush for hours, ignoring everyone at the party or whatever. And hours and hours and hours of Alien Crush. I would play Keith Courage on, you know, once in a while, but not too often. All right. Beep, 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 beep. Let's see if I can't get that to spool back in there. Get rid of some more bubbles. Perfect. All right, we'll let that cool. Let's see. I wish I gave it another chance. I heard the shmups are amazing on the Turbo. They really are. They are so good. Oh my god. Blazing Lasers. It's a cliche kind of game to mention, but yeah, that's what's up right there. I think this is going to be our last pour. Ooh, it's already kicking off. Look at it. Look at it. It's flashing in a weird way though. Okay, it's okay. I thought it wasn't going to cure. I thought maybe I didn't mix it well enough. As you do that, they stay sticky. It's fucking horrible. It's fucking horrible. Well, this is going to be our last pour. Perfect timing. So that means I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe 8 pours out of this because I did have to use quite a bit to put in here at first. And I did do one of these. So after this one, I think I will sign out for the night. It's the box that comes in. Now that is trash. I'll put it down here. And you always get a little bit... Oh, what the fuck is that? I don't want that on my screen. Sometimes one side has a little bit more than others. I don't get how that happens. It's the viscosity or something like that. I have a feeling that that's going to be just about it for this. So we're going to do something fun with this last one. Nah, no we're not. No, we're not. All right, that's it. This is going to be the last one. I'm not going to have enough to pour one of these joysticks, so maybe the next stream we'll start giving stuff away randomly here and there. Actually, that's a good idea. That might be a good way to get people to come over and a way for me to give back. A way for me to give back to all you cool cats that have given to me. You know? So maybe we will do that. Maybe we won't. The great play to emulation, blah, blah, blah. See, retro. I think the post office makes you check a box that you are not sending that is in the mail. So maybe FedEx it? Maybe you're talking in between each other. I don't know what you're talking about, Rab. Hopefully it's okay to name drop. Yeah. Think the post office makes you check a box that you're not sending that. Oh, you're going back to my... I hope they don't have to do that. I also have Devil's Crush. Dude, I know that game is Dragon's Fury. And I played a lot of that, you know, when the Genesis, when it came out, basically. I played that a lot more than I ever did Devil's Crush. We used to do a dual high score squad challenge over at Atari.io with those two. You could play either or. I think one time we did it, we said you had to do it on hardware. So it would make you pick one, you know. Such a great... Both of them are amazing. Both of them are amazing games. And then you have the spin-off of Dragon's Fury. It's Dragon's Revenge, I think it was called. So it's technically another Crush game, but in a different universe. It's so weird. So weird. Would zombies eat Skeletor? I don't know. He looks like a blueberry. I'd eat him. I'd eat the shit out of Skeletor. I also have Devil's Crush. Okay, we saw that. Have Blazing Lasers 2. Great game. I've never beaten it, but great game. Great game. Devil's Crush is coming to the 7800? What? If you're fucking playing with me, dude. Oh, I don't even have a 7800 right now. The one I own is not working, and the one I've been borrowing from BTB, I sent back to him. And as a thank you, I sent along my Robotron controller I got from Retro Game Boys for review to say thank you for letting me use his 7800 for as long as I did. I mean, it was one of those things where you just say, keep it as long as you like or whatever. I thought maybe he was trying to tell me to keep it, but when I started like talking about purging things, I messaged him and I was just like, hey, let me get that back to you. What's your address? And this time I didn't get, I got, yeah, let me get the address. And it took me about 2 weeks to get out, 2 or 3 weeks because of, COVID. I got COVID and I didn't get a paycheck because I was out that week and all. the stupid excuses, right? Everyone's got them. They're all smelly like assholes or whatever. But he kept messaging me, is it in the mail yet? I thought he was afraid I was going to fucking pawn it off, you know? I would never, ever in a million years. Because I think that was his original. The one he got when it was a new console. So that's back in his hands. And he got a few little goodies for being rad. I have a spare work at 7800, but it needs a shell? Oh. Project? Let's collaborate. Let's collaborate. I could turn that into whatever I would like to, I guess, I suppose. Yeah, Alex, I'll talk to you in a little bit. I'll talk to you in a little bit. The shells for those 7800 crack a lot. Yeah, you know, a lot of times the plastics are super brittle. And here's the weird thing. Like, say the Sega Genesis comes to mind. When that came out, it didn't feel as sturdy as, say, the Nintendo and then the later Super Nintendo because the plastic was thick and, you know, Genesis felt like a thin piece of plastic. I always thought it was no. The Genesis hold up. Everything else is cracking and brittle and turning weird colors, and it's amazing. It's amazing. All right, you know what? I'm popping this one out now. All right, we're going to do one more, and then I'm going to sign out, guys, okay? So just to recap, what's going to come with these is you're going to get the form. You're going to get the thing. I'm going to spray each one with a clear plastic primer that I get at work. Actually, I might even have it right here. It's Montana plastic primer. This is almost empty. I got to get a new one, but we sell that Montana. There you go. You're going to get that. You're going to get a couple of things of paint. Where did I put them? I showed them off earlier. Well, you're going to get one green and one black. And you're going to get a paintbrush. What in the devil? Oh, they're right here. You know? What was it? When did the I don't know. I have no idea. You're asking the wrong guy about Nintendo history. Simple Google search on that one. I'll send you that way. But yeah, you'll get a couple of these and you'll get a nice brush. Maybe not one of these, but it'll be a decent brush. It won't be that crap with the plastic bristles that most places give you. It'll be a brush that'll actually get you through the fucking project. And you could probably keep it and use it as a brush in the future. In the future. Is this one sticky at all? Okay, no. It is no sneaky. So yeah, I'm gonna have to get another batch of this stuff. I hope these all sell out because they're costing me a few bucks to put together. But that's all right. All right, last one, guys. Last one. I just saw it on eBay. I was like, what the hell is that? I had one. I liked it a lot. I like it better. Well, you know what? A lot of people think the Super Nintendo's ugly and the colors and all that. I'm fine with it. It was the 90s. I think it looks great. I think the Super Nintendo looks awesome. Have you ever seen any custom painted ones? Super Famicom looks awesome too. You get that guy that made all those Castlevania Super Famicoms. I used to follow him. I can't remember his name now, but he was a good guy. I think he was German. We would chat once in a while, you know. I'm thinking about doing a couple of custom consoles myself. So I'm probably going to be on the lookout for some cheap working consoles that maybe not look the greatest. And just give it my old Millie Macabre flair. So let's get that poured in. And in there. Every one of these castings has come out great. Maybe I didn't put any. I probably didn't do it for the last couple, actually. But that's all right. That's all right. They've been coming out just fine. But these kind of molds, you don't have to really worry about that as much. That's it. It's the last of the Mohegans right there. Boink. Boink. With 1 cup to spare. I gotta go to the Dollar Tree and get some more cups. That's where I get all my pouring stuff, guys. I go to the fucking Dollar Tree. I go to the Dollar Tree. I get, they have like these little red, they look like Solo cups, but they're shot glasses. I get those. They have souffle cups. You know, kind of you put like your sauces in, put a little lid on it for your takeout food. That kind of a thing. All kinds of stuff. All right, one last bloom we'll watch. You know what? Let's do this. Let me get it in nice and close, so you can watch it for real. So you can watch it for real. There we go. It's pretty amazing when it starts happening, and it's happening. Isn't that rad? Am I covering my whole tree in cat? Oh my God, there's a lot of handheld king. Hi, what's going on? All right, let me put this back up here. Let me get my my clamps. Oh my God, you guys are seeing my messy table. This is my workspace. Yeah. Others call it a dining room. Others call it a dining room. All right, let me go through these comments and then I'll sign out here. What is the deal with the SNES Junior? It's smaller. It's pretty cool. Let's see. I saw on eBay. I was like, what's that? Do you like the Neo Geo Pocket Creep? I think it's okay. I'm not a fan of pocket games or pocket, I'm not portable games. I've never really been a fan of handhelds, so I never really paid attention to it. But a couple friends of ours in Arizona had a shop called the Gaming Zone where I used to do a lot of we used to do retro night there. He would have them in the cabinet and let me try them a few times, and they're neat. I like them. I'm just not a fan of those. It worked well and it looked awesome. Science Retro Advisory Board says, yep. Are you covering the whole tree? I already got that. It's called free radical polymerization. Okay. I only have one game for my Neo Geo Pocket. SNK versus Capcom, which is a great game to have. Match of the Millennium. Yeah. Those SNK fighting games are pretty fun. I never got into the Neo Geo craze, though. I never did. The cartridges were fantastic or whatever. They're giant, and when the original Neo Geo came out and all that, and it was literally the arcade board in a cartridge, and it just needed a machine to fire it up and do a few more things. The price tag reflected all of that. I just never got into it. I would rather just play the games, on the cabinets and such. I'm not a purist by any stretch of the imagination, but anytime I've ever played Metal Slug, it was always better on a cabinet. I don't get very good at home, and maybe it's because it's at home. I'm just saying that to myself. I mean, I love Atari. It's the king of not living up to the arcade standards, Pac-Man. So you got to take it with a grain of salt. What I'm saying here. I really like Samurai Showdown. Neo Geo was the rich folk system in the 90s. Damn it. You're damn right it was. It's a rich folk console now. Are you kidding me? Metal Slug series. Amazing games. So fun. Are you making soap? Are you part of the Fight Club? What's up, brother? How are you, man? No, man. We're actually about to sign out. We're making little gray skulls for DIY Christmas ornaments. I'm going to be sending paints with them and a good brush. And I'll drill a hole and put a little eye hook in here so you can put your little ding-a-ling on there so it can dangle. And your cat can knock it off and ruin your paint job. So, no, I'm not smart enough to make things like soap. This is literally two chemicals you pour into each other. And you pour it. That's about as smart as I can get, man. How you doing, bro? How you doing? So we'll give this one a few more minutes, and then we'll scrape it out, or we'll pull it out. But other than that, hey, thanks everyone for coming in. I really do. My dingling, I want you. Oh wait, I don't know why I sang that too, man. I can't believe the cartridges were $100 to $200. I know, and I'm not going to sit here and say they probably weren't worth it. I bet you they were 100% worth it. Yeah, just big bucks. They were arcade perfect. Like I said, I bet you they were just simplified version of the arcade boards that just needed a little bit more power from the console, because the console itself wasn't all that big either. You would think with the cartridge like that it would be this monstrosity, but once you put the cartridge in it, it was just like this, basically like a stand for it. It was nuts. It was nuts. But all right, let's birth this guy. I don't want to take him out. He doesn't have enough feet. He needs a little bit more feet to be pulled out, so I'm going to leave that alone. So let's pull this out. Guys, thank you always so much for your support. I really do appreciate it. Ooh, nice. It's still hot as fuck. It's still hot. So this is what we did tonight. I'll put one away because I did that one before I logged on. But we made these, and we're pretty proud of ourselves. So hopefully people will buy them. But I'm doing good, by the way. Thanks. Hope you're well. Yeah, I am too, man. Thank you. I didn't mean to read that like a fucking robot. I mean, the laptop's a little further away, and even with the glasses, I gotta kind of squint to read it. I gotta make it bigger. It's like this big, you know. So I can't really see it all that well, dude. The idea of your awards, I'm all for them. It's gonna be epic, and yeah, there's gonna be some panties that get a little fucking bunched up in the old labia. But what are you going to do? But guys, thank you. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight. This was fun. I hope my lady's having fun. She's doing one of those paint party things with one of the school program, you know, drama kids or something like that. The drama moms, you know, or band moms or some moms, cheerleader moms. Something that the kids are involved in. She's the mom of. And she's out with other moms doing mom things. Probably drinking wine. And talking about how fucking lazy us men are and how we don't like foreplay or whatever it is that women complain about these days at the fucking barber shop or whatever, the hairdresser. So I hope you guys are doing well. I hope your holiday seasons are starting to kick off doing body paint. I hope to God not. I hope to God not. I'd like one. Will you be painting them? No, they're DIY paints. They're DIY. That's why I'm going to give them paint. I wouldn't mail it with paint if I painted them. Silly bastard. But, no, I do have painted ones. They're just not Christmas ornaments. You'll have to make it an ornament yourself. I do have painted ones on my shop. But Alex, I can throw one your way. No problem, my friend. But yeah, guys, I hope you have a great night. I hope whatever you guys do during this time of year, it's really starting to kick off and you're having a good time with it. I'm not a fan of the, say, Christmas and all that per se, but I do kind of get in the holiday mood sometimes, but we're there. We're there already. God damn it. But, yeah, hope whatever you guys do, you're doing well. And, yeah, until next time, I hope you're all doing well. Take care. Creep it real. And bye-bye. We'll see you later, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight.